The walls are filled with memories of old school Boston. The menu is filled with Boston's favorite foods, and the owner happens to be one of Boston's most colorful characters.
Where's my encyclopedia? How am I going to look at him and not crack up laughing?
That's Peter Morrissey, and this is Boston Tavern. New to Route 1 in Norwood, Boston Tavern is the latest in a long line of restaurants from this industry veteran.
I've done this for a long time, over 40 years. I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it.
And here at Boston Tavern, all of that expertise is on full display. From the nostalgia decor to the 42-seat bar pouring 20 draft beers to the menu filled with all your favorite pub grub.
I want my customers to come in and have a great time, but more important, food is number one. Consistent food is the most important thing. So we work very closely with our kitchen managers and our line cooks to make sure that they prepare each and every meal just like it was for their mother. That's what we tell them. Make this meal like it was for your mom.
And Mom, Dad, and the kids will all find favorites on Boston Tavern's big menu. From salads to sandwiches to steak tips to seafood to sundaes, and all of it is oversized.
Our portions are big. I have a great fear of anyone ever leaving here hungry and saying they didn't get enough food at one of Peter Morrissey's restaurants. So, big portions, lots of doggy bags. It's just what I've always done.
Appetizers here include plenty of pub classics like buffalo chicken dip with nacho chips, 8 flavors of wings, and steak and cheese egg rolls with zippy horseradish sauce. Or maybe you want to start with a salad, which are really more like a meal here. Whether you opt for the all-American topped with grilled chicken, the Asian topped with crispy crunchy noodles, or the Cobb topped with just about everything. But the most popular item at Boston Tavern is most definitely their burgers.
Our burgers are our number one seller. They're 8 ounces of Angus beef cooked on an open flame. You can get a good old American cheeseburger, or you can get something bigger and better like a El Tiante burger, loaded with onion strings. Gotta have a good burger. I'm very proud of our burger.
Peter also takes plenty of pride in the seafood he serves.
What's Boston known for? Fresh fish? Well, we got it. We're known for our fried seafood. Still can get fried clams here. Fish and chips. If you're into the baked, big scrod, big scallops.
And depending on the season, you can also get a classic New England lobster roll.
In the good old summertime, we have a delicious lobster roll. We're still using a full 8 ounces. Just a little bit of mayonnaise, a little bit of celery, a little bit of spice I can't tell you about, but people come from all over for our delicious Boston Tavern lobster roll.
When it comes to comfort food, there are all kinds of options, like the mac and cheese and chicken made with 3 cheeses plus creamy mascarpone, or the chicken parm smothered in sauce made from a family recipe.
You know, I'm half Italian. My mother was Edith Camella Maccheroni, and she made a great sauce. All of our Italian recipes come from my mother.
But when it comes to steak tips, Peter claims that recipe all for himself.
I've been doing steak tips at one of my restaurants or another since 1978, I think. We serve marinated steak tips. Cut fresh daily, marinate overnight, cooked again on our open flame. We don't walk away from them. We hover over them, we turn them often, and our steak tips are delicious.
And if you're a fried chicken fan, the Daisy Made chicken is a must order.
2 big plump chicken breasts. We batter them with Kellogg's cornflakes. It's topped with a nice country gravy, a little spice, and served with mashed potatoes and cranberry, and huge seller.
Finding room for dessert at Boston Tavern can be a challenge, but if you're up for it, the Cookie Monster Sundae features a warm, gooey chocolate chip cookie topped with vanilla ice cream, hot fudge, and whipped cream, while the Major Mud Pie serves up a sweet scoop of nostalgia.
My favorite dessert is the Major Mud Pie. Does anybody remember Major Mud? It was a TV show when we were kids. The Major Mud Pie is coffee ice cream, hot fudge, lots of whipped cream, Heath Bar Crunch, Oreo, and it's got a hat on which is a sugar cone. Fantastic. It's my favorite dessert, and I invented it.
And Peter also invented a restaurant where everyone can feel at home.
Boston Tavern's a great place for everyone, young, old, and in between. You're always going to get a big portion. Prices are very reasonable. It's not a special occasion restaurant. It's a place where a lot of people are going to know your name. You're going to have a smiling, happy waitress and bartender, and you'll enjoy yourself at Boston Tavern.